guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't posted on here since like 5 years ago. What? But it's okay because I'm back on it. Once in a blue moon you're gonna see me, and I'm here again, so welcome. If you don't know me, hi, my name is fictional. Today I'm going to be reading y'all some scary stories. Yes, scary stories. So if you don't like that, I'm sorry, this is probably not the video for you, but I'll see you guys next time because I'm actually going to start vlogging soon because I got a new camera. But if you do like scary stories, go grab your little suétercito, tu cobijita, go get some snacks, and let's go ahead and start reading these scary stories. The woods weren't on any map. That should have been my first warning. I found the trail by accident, an unmarked dirt path branching off an old service road deep in the northern forest. No signposts, no warning signs. Just trees packed so tightly together their branches blocked out the sky, twisting like fingers trying to knot themselves. I was 3 miles into a solo hike when I noticed. At first, I assumed it was just an animal trail. Deer paths, snakes everywhere in those woods, but something about this one felt deliberate. The dirt was pressed flat as if thousands of feet had passed through, yet there were no footprints, no tracks, no broken twigs, only smooth, dark soil. Curiosity won. I slipped off the trail, the air changed instantly. The forest grew unnaturally quiet, like someone had closed the door behind me. No birds, no insects, even the wind disappeared. I remember thinking how wrong it felt, like being underwater with the pressure. I walked for maybe 5 minutes before realizing something worse. I couldn't hear my own footsteps anymore. I stopped. The silence deepened, thick and heavy, pressing against my ears. When I lifted my foot and brought it down hard, there was no sound, no crunch, no snap of twigs. Panic crept in slow and cold. I turned around. The trail behind me was gone. Where it had been, there was only forest. Endless, identical trees stretching into shadow. Their bark was dark and smooth, almost wet as if breathing. I told myself not to panic, so I pulled out my phone, but no signal. The screen flickered once, then showed my location dot floating in a blank gray space. No map, no landmarks, just an empty void. That's when I heard it. A whisper. Not words, well, not yet. Just breathing, drifting between trees. Circling me, I spun in place, heart slamming in my chest, trying to pinpoint the sound. Hello? I called. The whisper stopped. Then came the footsteps, slow, heavy. They didn't come closer. They circled. Every time I turned, the sound moved behind me, always just out of sight. I started walking faster, then running, crashing through brush that tore up. I can't read. Crashing through brush that tore up my arms and legs. The forest didn't change. No matter how far I ran, the trees stayed the same shapes, same bends in the trunks, some patches of moss, like the world was looping around me. I screamed for help. Something answered. My voice echoed back, but wrong. Slower, deeper, stretched like it was being dragged through the mud.
Help. Help. Help.
I froze. That wasn't an echo. It was imitating me. I ran into my lungs, burned, my legs shook. Finally, I stumbled into clearing. At the center stood a single tree. It was enormous, wider than a house. A bark split open down the middle like a wound. From the crack oozed a thick, black sap that pulled at its roots. The air around it buzzed, vibrating in my skull. Carved into the bark were names. Hundreds of them. Some were scratched deep, others barely visible, layered over one another, like desperate graffiti. I stepped closer, dread curling in my stomach. And then I saw my own name. Fresh, still bleeding sap.
No,
I whispered.
that's not possible.
Behind me, the forest exhaled. Branches creaked and twisted as something massive shifted in the dark. I could feel it watching me, not with eyes, but with awareness. Ancient, impatient, a voice rose from the trees itself, vibrating through my bones.
You wandered in.
My legs couldn't move.
I didn't mean to.
I said,
I'll leave, I swear.
The bark rippled, as if smiling.
Everyone says that.
I tried to run. The ground grabbed me. Roots burst into the soil, wrapping around my ankles, my wrists, my chest. They weren't rough like wood. They felt warm, almost soft, pulsing. The forest leaned in.
You were lonely.
The voice murmured.
You wanted quiet. You wanted to disappear.
Image flooded my mind. Nights staring at the ceiling, the weight in my chest, the thoughts I never said out loud.
How do you know that?
I screamed. The tree creaked, its bark splitting wider.
We hear everything in the woods.
The roots dragged me towards the trunk. I clawed at the dirt, screaming till my throat burned, but the forest swallowed the sound. As my body touched the tree, the bark opened like flesh. Inside I saw faces, hundreds of them, frozen mid-scream, eyes wide, mouths open in silent horror. Some were old, some were children. All of them were part of the tree. I felt my skin begin to stiffen, my limbs growing heavy, my heartbeat slowing as something ancient wrapped around my mind.
You will be quiet now.
The forest whispered lovingly.
You will help us grow.
The last thing I saw was my reflection forming in the bark. Eyes wide, mouth open, frozen in terror. Then the woods went silent again. They found the trail years later. A hiker claimed it appeared overnight, leading nowhere. At the end of it stood a massive tree, its trunk with strange markings. One of the names was Fresh, and if you walk too close late at night, then the wind dies. You can hear someone whispering from inside the woods, asking you not to leave, because the forest gets lonely, and it always needs new roots. Ew! Guys, this is why I don't go camping. This is why I don't go to the forest, guys. Lesson learned in every scary story: don't go in the woods. Just don't go in the woods. Don't go in the woods. You ain't never catch me in the woods. I say that, and then tomorrow I'm gonna go camping. Imagine. No, just kidding. I live in Texas, so we have like nothing. We have nothing. I've only gone camping once. Have y'all gone camping? I've only gone camping once with my family because they live in Colorado. Lesson learned. Don't go in this freaking trees in the woods by yourself. Because what if a tree just randomly comes up to you and like you disappear? You go missing because a tree literally sucked you up. Wait a minute. Pause. I knew something was wrong as soon as the house went quiet. Not peaceful quiet. Wrong quiet. The kind that presses against your ears until you start listening for something to break it. My parents had left for the weekend, just me, the house, and 2 of my uninterrupted freedom. I locked the doors out of habit, set an alarm, and spent the evening scrolling on my phone with the TV humming in the background. Ooh, me! That's literally what I do all the freaking time. At 11:47 p.m., the power flickered. The TV cut to static for half a second, then returned. I left it off. Old house, old wiring. Then I heard footsteps upstairs. Oh, heck no. No, honey. If I hear footsteps upstairs, I'm just running out my freaking house. No. Slow. Careful. I froze on the couch, heart thudding so loud I swore it echoed. The sound came again. One step, then another. Soft enough to be cautious, heavy enough to be real.
Mom?
I called out, already knowing the answer. Why are you calling out if you know your freaking parents are home? Silence. I checked my phone. No messages, no alerts. The house alarm is still red-armed, all doors secure. I told myself it was the house settling. Old wood pops, pipes shift, That's normal. Then something scraped against the ceiling above me. Not dragged. Dragged carefully. I muted the TV. The sound stopped instantly. My chest tightened. I stood up slowly, my legs trembling, and stared at the staircase leading to the second floor. Darkness pulled at the top like something solid. I took one step towards it. The floorboard creaked. From upstairs came a soft whisper.
Don't.
I ran to the kitchen, grabbed the biggest knife from the block, and backed into the corner. My phone was shaking in my hand as I dialed 911. No signal. I refreshed. Still nothing. The Wi-Fi was down. My cellular bars were gone. Just an empty icon where connection should be. Then my phone buzzed. A notification. Unknown contact.
Why are you calling for help?
My blood went cold. I didn't type anything. Another message appeared.
You already checked the doors?
My stomach twisted. I slowly turned towards the front door. The deadbolt was unlocked. I hadn't unlocked it. A soft click echoed from the hallway. Footsteps. Bare feet. Slow. Careful. Familiar. I backed into the kitchen counter, clutching the knife so hard my hands went numb. The footsteps stopped just outside the doorway. A shadow stretched across the tile floor. Then a voice. Low. Close. Calm.
Why are you shaking?
I screamed and smugged the knife blindly. It cut through empty air. The kitchen light flicked on. No one was there. I stood there, sobbing, grasping for breath, heart slamming against my ribs. Then I saw it. A smear of mud footprints leading from the hallway to the basement door. The door I never used. The one my parents told me not to open because the lock was broken. The door slowly creaked open on its own. Cold air rolled up the stairs, carrying a smell I didn't recognize. Damp, sour, wrong. I stepped back. Something inside the basement shifted. A shape moved in the dark. A whisper floated up, clearer now.
You weren't supposed to notice me.
My phone vibrated again. A photo message. My hand shook as I opened it. It was a picture of me. Standing in the kitchen, holding the knife, taken from the shadow behind me. I screamed and ran for the front door, yanking it open, and slammed into something solid. Someone standing on the porch. My reflection stared back at me, but it was wrong. Its eyes were too wide, its smile was too slow. Behind it, in the glass of the door, I saw my real reflection still standing in the kitchen. The thing wearing my face tilted its head.
You weren't supposed to wake up yet.
It said gently. Then, everything went dark. When my parents came home that Sunday night, the house was quiet. Too quiet. They found the front door wide open, the lights on. The phone on the kitchen floor cracked, but no sign of me. The police searched for weeks. No forced entry, no blood, no evidence. Just one strange detail. In the basement, carved into the concrete wall with shaking, uneven lines, were the words, "It lives here now." And sometimes, late at night, the neighbors say they see something standing on the upstairs window, watching, waiting, smiling. I took the night shift because it paid more. That's what I told everyone. The truth was simpler. I liked the quiet, no crowds, no small talk, just me. The hum of the lights and the soft beeping of scanners as I stocked shelves at the 24-hour store on the edge of town. The first few weeks were peaceful. Then I noticed him. He came in around 2:30 a.m., always alone, always wearing the same dark hoodie pulled low over his face. He never bought much, just a bottle of water or a pack of gum, but he stayed far longer than anyone else ever did. He would wander the aisles slowly, never looking at the shelves, only at me. At first, I told myself I was imagining it. People stare sometimes. Night shifts attracts all kinds. But one night, when I went to restock the back shelves, I felt eyes on me. I turned and he was standing at the end of the aisle, completely still. I froze. He didn't blink, didn't speak, just watched. After a few seconds, he turned and walked away like nothing happened. My heart didn't stop pounding for an hour. After that, he came every night. Always the same time, always alone, always watching. Sometimes he would just stand by the door until closing, even when I announced over the intercom that the store was closing. When I asked if he needed help, he smiled and said,
"I'm just waiting for the right moment."
"Ew, get away. I laughed nervously, pretending it was a joke. It wasn't. One night as I locked the doors and counted the register, I realized he hadn't left. I checked the aisles, empty. Then I heard breathing behind me. Ooh, no. I spun around, no one there. But the front door handle was slowly turning. I locked it just in time. The handle rattled violently for a few seconds, then stopped. I didn't sleep that night. The next day, my manager told me the security cameras hadn't recorded anything unusual. No man, no movement, nothing. That night, as I was leaving work, the phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number.
"You forgot to say goodbye."
No. I drove home shaking. Halfway there, I noticed headlights behind me, far back, but following every turn I made. When I slowed down, they slowed. When I sped up, they stayed with me. I turned down a side street. So did they. My hands were slick with sweat when I pulled into my driveway. Why would you go to your house if you know someone's following you? Guys, remember, if you think someone's following you, never go home. I suggest going to a police station, like just drive to the police department. Like, don't go home. The headlights stopped at the end of the street. I ran inside and locked the door. That night, I slept with the lights on. At 3:14 a.m., I woke up to the sound of something tapping against my window. I didn't move, didn't breathe. The tapping stopped. A voice whispered through the glass.
"Come with me."
I squeezed my eyes shut. When I finally dared to look, the window was empty. But on the fogged glass written on the outside were 3 words. You belong to me. Those are not 3 words, those are 4 actually. The next day, I quit my job. I moved in with a friend across town. I changed my number. I thought it was over. Until last night, I was walking to my car when I saw him standing at the end of the street under a broken streetlight, smiling. And this time, he wasn't alone. Oh my gosh, what do you mean he wasn't alone? What do you mean? That's where the story ends. Wait, that was such a good cliffhanger. That is so freaking scary. And now he's not alone. What do you mean he's not alone? No, we don't support that. I was 15 the night it happened. I didn't know him. I didn't know why he chose me. It started on the way home from the bus stop. The streets were empty, the sky a dark gray smudge. Usually I walked with my friends, but that night everyone had errands or stayed later at a friend's house, and I thought I could handle it alone. I shouldn't have. The first sign was the footsteps behind me. I turned my head, but the street was empty. Only the dim glow of streetlights flickered over cracked pavement. I shrugged. Maybe I was imagining it. Then I heard a voice. It whispered my name. I froze.
Hey, you.
Panic rose. My legs started moving faster. Before my mind could even catch up, I ran. backpack bouncing, shoes slapping the pavement. The sound followed, faster now, closer. I reached the alley behind my house, narrow, dark. The shadow clung to the walls like hands reaching out. There was no other way home. That's when I felt it, a hand on my shoulder. It was cold and firm. He dragged me into the darkness. I screamed, my voice echoed off the brick walls, swallowed immediately by the night. I don't remember much after that. Then I woke up. I was in a basement. Bare walls, a single dim bulb swinging from the ceiling, the smell of damp concrete mixed with something metallic. Blood, I realized later, but I didn't know then. The door was locked, no windows, no escape, just me and him. He didn't speak much, just watched, always watching. Tall, shadowed, face hidden under a hood. I tried everything, yelling, screaming, pushing the door, shouting for help. Nothing worked. He had planned this. Every exit blocked, every hope crushed before I could reach it. Days or maybe hours, I lost track. Passed. Time became meaningless. The only clock was his footsteps pacing above me, or the swing of the light bulb. I started noticing patterns. His habits, every night he would check on me at the same time, always the same rhythm. Sometimes he'd leave the basement just long enough to give me hope. That was my chance. I waited, heart hammering, mid-screaming. One night, the door clicked open. I bolted. I ran blindly up the stairs through the house, doors I had never noticed before, open in my panic, guiding me, or maybe just random luck, towards my escape. He shouted behind me, my name, angry now, desperate, almost human. I burst out into the backyard. Darkness swallowed me. The forest loomed at the edge of the yard, roots grabbing my ankles, branches tore at my face and arms. I didn't stop. I couldn't. I stumbled through the woods, every snapping twig sounding like forest steps behind me. Shadows moved with intent. Every time I turned, there was nothing, but the feeling of being followed never left. And then, headlights. A car. Someone searching the neighborhood, probably parents or a neighbor. I screamed until my throat burned raw. They saw me, pulled over, and called the police. He didn't follow me that far. Not into the light, not into safety. When authorities arrived, I clung to them. I couldn't stop trembling. My hands were raw, my clothes ripped, my hair tangled in leaves and dirt. But I was alive. They searched the house, the basement, empty, no trace of him. Just a faint smell lingering in the air. Cold, metallic, wrong. I thought I was safe. But some nights, months later, when I wake up alone, I hear soft footsteps outside my window, and a voice, just barely a whisper.
You got lucky this time.
Sometimes I dream I'm back in the basement. The same swinging bulb, the same walls, only now the door is slightly ajar, and I know he's waiting. Just beyond it, silent, watching, patient. Even now, years later, I still check the locks twice. I still take the long way home. I flinch when I hear someone step too close. Because he's out there. And he remembers me. And I know, somewhere, he's still thinking.
Next time, you won't escape.
Ooh, that gave me chills. I'm glad she escaped, but now she has to deal with freaking, because they didn't caught him. Pobrecita, like, bro, like they didn't caught him, and now she has to live with the fear of, like, he's somewhere. He's definitely somewhere. Obviously, he's gonna remember her. That's freaking scary as heck. As our honorable mention, we have one last scary story. I think this is the most terrifying one that someone told me, actually. Every time I took a step, something behind me clapped. Oh my gosh. I literally have goosebumps, guys. No. Guys, guys, we need to pray for this person because they are not safe. They are not safe. Well guys, that's the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys want to see more spooky stories like these, tell me and I'll gladly do this. And if you guys have any scary stories, like, I'm gonna leave a link on the description for you guys to submit y'all's own stories, and I could add that in the next video. Also comment down below what other types of videos you guys want to see. I really want to do a confession video, so let me know if you guys want to see that, or if you guys want to see more vlogs. I don't know, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this channel, so just let me know. I'll take any suggestions. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye guys.